So guys, there's been a lot going on about Tiger Base in Owerri, a den where these so-called police people, who do not even look like police, they look like armed robbers, they pick up youths, emo youths, take them to this Tiger Base. Some people said they buy them and even their organs are nowhere to be found. So guys, there's been a whole lot of uproar on the social media. What is even more shocking to Nigerians is that the CP, the Commissioner of Police in Imo State, is an Hausa man, and the person in charge of Tiger Base Detention Center is a Yoruba man. And they said this Yoruba man is even more powerful than the CP. So the two of them are working in hand alongside the governor of Imo State and allow them to mess up Imo youths. It is now being said, many people are now coming up with their own experiences, saying if you go to Tiger Base, you may likely not come back. I mean, your life will be cut short and buried in shallow graves. Now, the police is saying they want to do investigation, but Nigerians are saying we don't want Nigerian police to do an investigation. An independent body should be sent there. People are also saying they should just look for physics students or students that read like geology to just go there. They have equipment, they will just scan that environment. You will see all the bones, because people say you hardly come out if you dare enter Tiger Base, and it's very scary. Many people have been coming out sharing their own experiences, as regards to what they personally or a relative or somebody they know went through. That if these police people get you, they either tag you ESN or IPOB and demand for money. If you don't get money, you are gone. And the money they ask for is not a child's play. You need to see the torture center. They say if you go to the torture center, it's not a child's play. Where they torture you, you will have to admit to what you didn't do. So guys, all this happening in Imo State under the watch of Hope Uzodinma, Tiger Base. So guys, you can see what's happening. Igbos don't have leaders. This kind of thing cannot even happen in the north, neither in any other part of the country where you have an Hausa CP and a Yoruba man who is also the head of Tiger Base, and people are lamenting that you need to see what is happening in Tiger Base. Just looking at the appearances of these officers, we tell you that these people are far from being police people. They were also seen in video, displaying courtesy signs. A whole lot has been happening on the internet. I'm just going to take you through some of these headlines as regards to this occurrence. This person say, do you not see the dangers of strangers policing your community? And Aboki and a Yoruba are the ones in charge of the organ harvesting syndicates in Tiger Base Police Station in Imo State. Why can't Ndibo be in charge of the security in their state? This person is asking. And then this person here is also talking about, there's this video where the police is trying to explain how one of the detainees died. So, unexplainable. He was saying he fell sick, The families cannot even believe what he's saying. And a whole lot. Like this one here, say Chinasa Nweri and Tiger Base Police are also used by Hope. That's Hope Uzodinma for election interferences. They suppress voters and engage in ballot snatching and claim by the individuals as claimed by the individual in this interview. This is a shorter version of the interview. So guys, this is what Nigerians are saying. Now let me take you through this other tweet here that says, Dear Imo Police, you cannot pretend that you don't know what your officers at Tiger Base Owerri, whom are mostly Yorubas, led by CP Oladimeji, threatened to tag innocent men and women in Imo State as IPOB members and kill them, except they pay exorbitant amount of money ranging from 500k lowest to a peak of 5 million naira. People have been protesting that this place must be shut down. And this person said, let it be clear, any investigation of Tiger Base by Nigerian police that does not begin from the notorious CPS Oladimeji Adeye Yiwa is a spectacular waste of everybody's time. Here is a CSP who is more powerful than the CP, a CSP who openly boasts of his relationship with the governor, that claims he has been repeated by third parties. An agency once sought CPS Ola's audience over a case of illegal detention by Tiger Base, only for the agency to tell Fiji Nigeria that Odeyeyiwa said he is so busy with the governor. So that's to tell you how powerful this person said. The next phase of the investigation should then include Hope Uzodinma, governor of Imo State. Nigerians would like to know, what service exactly does CPS Ola renders to the governor to have become this powerful to the extent that the police inside has described the CP as the CPS puppet. That the CP, the commissioner of police, is even a junior to the person that is the real junior. Can you imagine? So Nigerians are calling for investigation. Let me just allow you to take a look at this video. Also, you'll be seeing a video where the names of The 23 northerners who have been named in, terror financiers, 20 from the north and 3 from international other countries outside Nigeria. They've been named. I'm going to allow you to take a look at how Mayegun has explained both their names, what they do, how they finance Boko Haram, and the rest of them. But take a look at what this video has got to say about Imo State and the Tiger Base, whatever that it has been trending for some days now. Please don't forget to subscribe for more and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.
His rights are being respected. He was fed duly, and he even have access to free medical treatment. Not until when Japhet developed ill health. So when he developed ill health, we contacted the family to notify them that Japhet is not feeling fine and that we have taken Japhet to police clinic. We took him to police clinic. From police clinic, Japhet was taken to the Federal Medical Center in Owerri, and he was receiving treatment. The doctors were taking care of.
At about 12 o'clock or so, while waiting for others to go so that I can hear the declaration take place, Chinas Awaneri was called in by one of our brothers who happened to be an agent of the party, called Chinasa. I had him when he was speaking on the phone to tell him that Mike Ikoku is here. After about a couple of minutes, about 10-15 minutes, I saw Chinasa in company of nnamdi here come here with over 20 men wearing army uniform. I don't know whether they are real Nigerian army or not. I also saw a group of police officers who I identified as members of the dreaded Tiger Base group, led by one man they called Kirambe. They came here, now attacked the civil defense people that were with me, that were also cleared to participate in the election. They attacked him, and at the end of the day, they seized his rifle, they seized the magazine, collected their phone, and took away the file of the officer that is in charge, the security officer that was handling this place. They took away the file.
They have Nuruddin Ganiyu. Okay. Now, Nuruddin Ganiyu, Nura Gani Aliyu rather. So they call him, is also known as Alaji Nura. He was born on the 31st of December 1967. Nuruddin Ganiyu Aliyu operates as a businessman and a BDC operator in Sokoto. He has 218 bank accounts across 10 banks, facilitated, by the way, large transfers to Leaf Tobacco and Commodities. Now, you hear that name. It is featured again on Leaf Tobacco and Commodities. You would think they are selling tobacco, but they are actually procuring firearms for terrorists. Sure you get? And other entities, establishing him as a major financier of Boko Haram activities in Nigeria. You have another one called Ladan Ibrahim. He was born on the 7th of March, 1968. Ladan Ibrahim is a public servant. This one is a public servant too. And the chairman of the Sokoto Pilgrims Welfare Agency. Are you with me? The chairman of Sokoto Pilgrims Welfare Agency. Those on where they send them to Mecca. You get? Now, he has 47 bank accounts across 5 banks, transferred significant sums to Alaji Nura Ganiyu Aliyu, and affiliated entities, linking public funds to terrorist financing channels. The last one, at this point, not the last one, because there's still more. These ones are the local ones in Nigeria. So you have Sadiq Garba Abubakar. Now, Sadiq Garba Abubakar, they said that one again, what linked him to it is that he's got multiple transactions with the convicted and escaped terrorists as well. Did they feel me? So they said, the international suspect, you want me to say them? You want me to list them? Do you want me to list them? Because, it is easier for those who are pretty much seated and watching than those who might just go online and just read it like that, right? But for the record, let's mention few of their international collaborators and where they are. Here is one. His name is Tribat Rujugiro Ayabatwa. Let me take that again. Tribat Rujugiro Ayabatwa. He was born on the 1st of March 1940 in Rwanda. Ayabatwa died last year, by the way, in April last year. So he was a businessman and a tobacco dealer with residencies in Nigeria and South Africa. Let me take it a bit further. Remember that tobacco company, tobacco and industries, Leaf Tobacco. Okay. So he said he had 70 bank accounts across 13 banks in Nigeria, which shows inflows of 67 billion naira and outflows of 34 billion naira. He received funds from Alhaji Nura Gani and facilitated offshore transfers to South Africa linked to the convicts' financial networks. Kingsley, thank you. That's actually really, very kind of you. So Kingsley got me my first coffee. Let me put out. Sorry, one sec. Right. Are you with me? Right. That one is a Rwandan, no, not even Nigerian. But he's used his own international this and that to help them transfer money. And he operated over, like 70 bank accounts that were linked to all of this. Right? And 67 billion naira to one person for Boko Haram deals alone. No. Anyway, there's another one. Paul Unkwaya, who is also a Rwandan businessman born on the 7th of August, 1967. Is the son of the late Ayabatwa. Now father and son, they operate now, right? So Paul Unkwaya is a son to Tribat Rujugiro Ayabatwa, who is dead. So they said they co-owned Leaf Tobacco and Commodities. The one that got mentioned severally, both in Nigeria investigation and UAE court judgments. So Paul Unkwaya, a Rwandan, who is the co-owner of Leaf Tobacco and Commodities with his father, they said he shared the same 70 BVN linked bank accounts and was involved in receiving and transferring funds connected to convicts and terrorist financing operations. There is another one. Abubakar Hima. Now, he was born on the 18th of March, 1973 in Niger. Hima, also known as Petit, was identified by the investigating Nigerian authorities as an arms dealer operating in Abuja. Yeah, an arms dealer operating in Abuja, who was from Niger. So they said he has 35 bank accounts across 2 Nigerian banks, facilitated transfers exceeding $1.19 million from the UAE to convicts associates. He is under investigation for criminal conspiracy, money laundering, and fraud involving hundreds of millions in multiple currencies. He is an international criminal who has been linked. So they said the financial trails cross-border transactions and repeated mentions in UAE court judgments indicate a coordinated effort to fund and support terrorist operations, warranting further monitoring and their prosecution. This was for the last guy, right? Now let's go back to Nigeria. Okay, all these informations. What do we do with all these informations now? But what do we do with all this information? Well, the former CDS, Christopher Musa, who happened to be the former chief of defense staff, has been reappointed as the Minister of Defense. It was reported that the former Minister of Defense, Badaru Muhammad, right, was part of the what do you call it, the collateral damage as conditions of how do you even do it? Your president is Muslim. Your vice president is Muslim. Your chief of army staff or this and that, they are Muslims. So how do you go into a room that your two ministers are also Muslims? No, that's not how they put it. No, that's not how they put it. Let me take that again. It was said, not confirmed, okay? It was said that one of the things that Exet and Marco Rubio, did throughout Rebadom in Washington was that, how do you do it? Your president is Muslim, your vice president is Muslim, your two ministers are Muslims, and the Kinikoshe you get like, and you are on a Muslim government. And we are here to talk about the Christian genocide. How do you want us to take you serious? So when Rebadom returned, like I said, this is unconfirmed though, so it may just be SC and all that, it doesn't matter. But when they got back, they was like, Badaru could be, could be the collateral damage. And therefore, they appointed the former CDS, who in itself was said to have been prematurely retired. Others have said that right now he is in a better position to actually go after the terrorists and do it very well because he can have access to all the normal information. I believe he never had access to them. And also right now, he will be able to actually put together his own team, blah, 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 within the army. People are trying to. And he himself, Musa, said during his own verification and confirmation, he said on social media, a lot of you shared his appointment as minister, which means you have a lot of expectations of him. And he planned not to disappoint you. So, yeah, after hearing all of this, what is next? Well, it should be for the person that is currently being the star boy. I'll tell you something about that too, right? It's the star boy that if Nubu and his gang want to use as to publish, to polish their dented, destroyed international image. Are you with me? And he's somebody that they want to use, but didn't know that they want to use him. He's currently promising us a lot. Like those of you online scrutinizing everything they are doing, right? Here.
Them to go down. But on expectations, so I can tell you, I'm also feeling the heat because when I see the expectations, when my name was mentioned, I know that I cannot afford to fail myself, fail my nation, fail my family. Whatever that we need to do, we will put in the very best, and we know God on our side, we're going to succeed. So it's important, sir, that we must continue to work together. And I assure Nigerians, I really appreciate the responses to the Senate, National Assembly as a whole, the entire Nigerians. Like I went to social media, I was shocked when I saw the response. And it shows that people are really committed in showing that Nigeria is peaceful. So when people go around saying Nigerians, we don't love ourselves, I say, no, they don't really know who Nigerians are. And it also brings me to the issue that we have on the issue of whether genocide or no genocide. We're all victims. Everybody is being killed.
Mr. Musa, you are surprised that Nigerians they all welcome you. They are so happy with your appointment. You will be surprised. Okay, Otoma was surprised very soon when Nigerians will begin to call for your head. Some people are saying that from the moment he takes office, those who want to derail him, those who are going to ensure that they sabotage him as well, and soon he will start sounding like the rest of them. Not like the way he's currently being enthusiastic and all of that, right? Not anymore. So they said those who want to do all of that to him, the same day he resumed, they have started the activation of his own destruction. But for now, it's great. He's a Christian retired soldier from southern Kaduna, and he's got the experience. People love him, which means, yeah, he's a good one now that you can't say Muslims are killing, terrorists are killing Christians only. Sure, you get. They want to use him as the face. And it's not in my own place to possibly protect him. The only person to protect him is the person who appointed him, Tinubu. So if there are wolves who are going to ensure that he failed, that won't be because of me or you. That won't be because you don't know how to pray. It won't be because she never really believed. No. Forget it. Don't let anybody gaslight you. The only person that can make him succeed is Tifnumbu. You understand? Right. He took office yesterday again with all the paparazzi, you know what I mean? I'll show you. Yeah, watch this. Musa.
General Musa has of called defense studies in China. General Musa has gone through combined line component of commanders and headquarters is 1 division, commanding officer 73 battalion, assistant director operational environment. He was also the infantry representative on the training team. On this note, I will ask the Minister of Defense designate to please step forward to take this call.
I, Christopher Musa, retired OFR, solemnly swear that I will faithfully and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, so help me God. Oath of office are, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as Minister of the Government of the Federation, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objective and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the 5th schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that in all circumstances, I will do right to all manner of people according to the law, without fear or favor. I directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration, or shall become known to me as Minister of the Government of the Federal Federation, except as member as Minister. So help me God. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you.
We are back again.
Honorable Minister, General, and now Honorable Minister. Congratulations from all of us.
Congratulations, madam, as well.
You are back to a very familiar terrain, and Nigerians are expecting a lot, apart from Mr. President. Yeah, so what will be your immediate priorities from now?
My immediate priority is to make sure that defense takes its place fully in the country. The synergy between the armed forces, and other security agencies, and all Nigerians being carried along, as we have always said, that security is everybody's responsibility. It is that synergy that we need to build on and work on it, and that's what we're going through. And I can assure you, within the shortest possible time, Nigerians will see results. I want to use this medium to appreciate all Nigerians. Nigerians have shown me love, and I will guarantee them that I am going to work whatever it takes to ensure that Nigeria is secured, working together.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The new charge from the president you just met with?
Yes, I just met Mr. President, and he reiterated his mind on the aspect that we must make sure that Nigeria is secured. Nigerians should go back and sleep with their eyes closed, go back to their farms, schools open without being molested, everyone being carried together to make sure that Nigeria continues to grow in line with the renewed program of the Mr. President. We do not have time. We are going to continue to hit the ground running we must respect the human rights of Nigerians. Our loyalty is to Nigeria and the Nigerian people. Shedding of innocent blood is over. Our children should be able to go back to school. Our farmers should be able to go back to their farms. We must address these issues on ground. And with the support and prayers we're getting from all Nigerians, we cannot fail.
But I want to assure the minister that collectively we're going to support this cause and make Nigerians believe more in us. And I believe going forward, Nigeria will be better.
We stand ready to work diligently under your guidance, upholding the highest standard of professionalism, integrity, discipline, and accountability.
General Musa pledges an inclusive leadership approach anchored.
Let me tell you, Shehu. You see, I have said it here many times, that Nigeria's military, this is, will I call it a camo case for them. But the issue,
meaning that it's a very simple
it's
case.
a very simple thing
The
for
banditry and terrorism.
It's a simple thing for the Nigerian military to deal with.
So why has it been looking difficult?
There is no political way to direct. The instructions are not there. That's my intel.
But we've had former military men who have been president.
Listen, Seun. We have seen stories, we have gotten fillers that there will even be a point they go to the terrorists. They'll be called back. When President Jonathan said that I have Boko Haram in my government, they have infiltrated my government, President Buhari came and got men into the army.
How do you mean?
No, there were some that were repentant, some of them.
But I've heard those, the CDS at the time said it's almost impossible for you to have.
No, I'm talking what was written then that was not denied. I don't know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, that there is no way that a repentant terrorist or Boko Haram member would have been admitted into the military.
So, if something was written when President Buhari was here, it was not denied. You can't deny it now. Nigerians saw it. And how would you succeed when the army is not working in unison? The Nigerian army has done more serious encounters and wars outside Nigeria. I was privileged to have met many of them, and they got through the same training as far back as 1992. I saw their listing. So it's not a matter of Nigerian army. At times, most of them are disillusioned. Give them the appropriate orders. Give them the appropriate tools. Nigerian army, Air Force, all of them, they will clear this mess in less than 3 months. Okay, what do you think is happening now? What do you think is happening now? There are things we cannot say in public. What is happening now is that President Tinubu has seen that if we are not careful, this thing will consume all of us. You talked about Trump being on our neck.
According to
Senate President, that Trump is on our neck. I thought he was on our leg. It was only 2 days ago I heard from my in-law that Trump is on our neck. If Trump has to be on our neck permanently for this nonsense to go, please, Trump, hold our neck. We have made ourselves a caricature of the situation. How can we not deal with this matter? And it's increasing by the day. These people are bragging all over the place that there's nothing we can do. We are in Benin, there's nothing you can do. We are in Ondo, we are here, we are there, there's nothing government can do. It is not true. This army, Nigerian army, can clear this mess.
You applauded the appointment of former CDS Christopher Musa, but there are those who understand the internal workings of our defense architecture, and they say, look, a defense minister does not have operational powers to be able to direct the affairs of state when it comes to how the military operates. Yes, you need to have someone who has the strong and the political will. And those who say, yes, you have a good man in Christopher Musa, but it goes beyond that. His powers are limited operation-wise.
But that position is not a ceremonial position.
But it's a political position.
Yeah, but he has a lot to do as Minister of Defense.
But the service chiefs and the commanders on the field they have more roles to play.
They are going to work.
The minister will not give orders. He doesn't have the power to give direct orders, does he?
They work in synergy.
Political leadership.
They work in synergy. We are talking about fighting a common enemy. You cannot brush aside the position, the memo, and the brief of the defense minister to the president, unless we have different agenda. If the purpose and the intent is for us to confront this common enemy, it should not create any problem. Yeah, we have the service chiefs. We have the chief of defense staff. We have the minister of defense. They will all attend security meetings. They will decide on what to do. We don't want a situation where what happened during the President Jonathan's era, when they wanted to gas Sambisa Forest, and they agreed on what to do. The next 2 days, American drones checked. These guys are wearing masks. Who told them? It's like the question the president asked yesterday or 2 days ago. Who gave the order for the soldiers to be withdrawn near the secondary school where these kids were kidnapped? 30 minutes later, the bandits came. These are questions that require answers. We cannot keep quiet without explaining to Nigerians what happened. We are talking of lives of young children. So these are some of the things that are happening in this
Look
society.
at this from this dimension. So, and it's interesting. And perhaps some of the inferences that you are making, like Trump being on our neck for us to be able to act right, and it got the southern leaders coming together when they saw the threat now coming southwards. The governors of the south and the monarchs in the south, they gathered in Ogun State, in Ikperu, and their decision is that they are going to stand and protect their communities. This is what we have always been asking, that leaders in the local community need to rise up. Now, guess what happened? Few days later, their counterparts in the north also gathered. But their own decisions were slightly different from what their southern counterparts said. They said that the president needs to review the mining activities and their licensings. They said that the president should suspend mining activities in and around. There is a correlation between the economic activities, which has now turned criminality in some ways, and how it shielded some of these banditry activities. These are positions being made by all of these different elements. Now, we've seen that leaders in different regions of the country are talking. But the fear is that we've seen how this thing is ravaging the northwest, the northeast, gone to the north central, and if you look at it, the way it's gone into part of Kwara, part of Kogi, part of Niger, and it's descending southward. That is a bigger fear, that this thing is consuming our nation gradually, and the way it's moving, it's in a dangerous path.
I agree with you, Shehu. I don't know why I keep referring to President Buhari's regime, because that was when Nigeria dropped abysmally to the bottom rank. President Buhari came and disarmed every Nigerian, including those with licenses to carry den guns, all these small guns. He made sure that nobody had weapons. So soon thereafter, Boko Haram took over everywhere and started attacking everybody. What you are saying is a reality. But Nigerians should listen to what General T.Y. Danjuma said 2 years ago. That based on the circumstances of that time, which is changing now, if you wait for you to be defended and protected, you will all die. Go and protect yourself. That gets us to the issue of state police. So, all these forest guards, local vigilante and all that, you can't just penetrate, they will see you. But why is it difficult for us to take such decisions that will stop the movement of the terrorists from northeast, northwest, and they're coming down south? I read something just hours ago in Benin. So, we must have to take decisions quickly. Let every Nigerian, let every group at least protect the environment. Mm-hmm. Protecting the environment is not that you will start killing people. Mm-hmm. But you should be able to identify strangers in the area. I read they were saying that these forest guards will be operated and controlled from Abuja. No, it can't be controlled from Abuja because you don't know the forest in my place. Let the locals be the forest guards. Let them be the vigilantes of every particular area.
But there's no law backing it. So that's why we're talking about the amendment to the Constitution
exactly,
to empower the state to be able to take some level of control.
The National Assembly is there. You see, maybe this thing that is happening now is getting everybody. Even in Abuja, I learned something. There was some suspicion a few days ago in Abuja. Maybe when it gets here, the National Assembly will sit quickly and do the necessary. They can do these amendments in a few weeks or 1 week.
I don't know if you have been to Enugu State. And it was at an official assignment that I went for in Enugu State. And we were given a tour of the government house, specifically the command and control.
Yes.
Now, the last time I saw anything like that was in Lagos. Lagos State has a command and control center, but what I saw in Enugu is even way bigger.
It's an update.
It's an upgrade. Which I don't know whether we have something of that magnitude in Abuja or on the national scale. Guess what happens? There is even AI functionality to the point that it can identify your face by facial recognition. It can tell you how many times you have gone. It can pick vehicle numbers. Guess what? The governor I read and I saw on the news, the governor procured drones that can even go as far as neighboring states. A few days ago. Now, these are actions that are being taken by, and I'm imagining that some of these things has to be replicated. Copy and paste is not a difficult thing for other governors to.
No, when you see good thing, you can copy and paste. In the First Republic, when University of Ibadan was built, I think you said, okay, Nsoka, Ahmadu Bello. Then we started growing. There's nothing wrong with good things, copying good things. I've spoken about Governor Mba before in this channel and other channels when that thing started newly. You see, you cannot do anything in Enugu State today, including some distance beyond Enugu State, that they cannot pick. They are watching. People are paid to watch. So, did Mba drop from heaven? One car producer said, good thinking, good products. Use your head. If Mba could do this with the small resources in Enugu State, what can we not do in Nigeria? Look at the street light, not street light, the CCTV in Abuja.
All gone.
That millions of dollars was spent. Nobody's talking about it. Many years ago.
There was a probe in an investigation by the House of Reps. I don't know what has become of that probe.
Look, it's gone. It's gone. Nobody's talking about it. But we have spent hundreds of millions of dollars, taxpayers' money. And yet, we are insecure. So, Mba should be a template for the federal government and indeed other states, particularly Northeast, Northwest. They can do it. They can do it in Senegal and put it at the center in Kaduna. It can go as far as the end of the other two states. So, when a governor has done something good, we encourage it. Bravo, Governor Mba. And we expect that other state governments and federal government.
So guys, there's this headline that says US committee raises alarm, says Nigeria becoming one of the most dangerous places on earth to follow Christ. And that is the reality. Being a Christian in Nigeria is horror. I mean, it's horrific to be a Christian in a supposed secular country. They want to Islamize us, and the worst part is that the government is silent, quiet. The Tinubu's government cannot shake body because they don't want to lose 2027. The Tinubu's government cannot dare the Northerners. The Tinubu's government cannot tell the Sultan of Sokoto that enough of the bloodshed. They'll come out and say, oh, Muslims too are being killed. Have you ever come out to raise alarm? If you are silent over your Muslim people being killed, the Christians don't want to be silent. We want to say it the way it is. The world has also seen it. You can see the alarm is being raised more by people outside who have seen the calamity Christians are going through in Nigeria. This is a so-called secular country where we have a southerner stroke educated president who understands what it means. He has a pastor as his wife. He understands what it means to live mutually, to live together. You help me, I help me. I help you. You protect me, I protect you. But for the northerners, everybody must bow to the God of Islam. You must become a Muslim at all costs, because it's by jihad, it's by force. That Muhammad commanded them, if you tell them to repent, to join Islam, if they don't, you should war towards them. You should use war to capture. And that's what we are seeing in Nigeria. That's why the menace is going on. Now the US is raising this alarm, saying Nigeria is becoming one of the most dangerous places on earth to follow Christ. That is the headline here. Now let me take you through some reactions, and then we'll be seeing other videos that Nigerians are making. This person, now people are seeing why Nnamdi Kanu is protesting, why this guy is roaming, why is this guy still roaming the street, where is the lie? Okay, now let me take more reactions. See our police force here in Nigeria. This is the Tiger base. These are one of the Tiger base people that don't even resemble police in any aspect. You try to like compare them to what a police officer should look like, their appearance, even when you are filming them, the signs they make, you know that these people are not just normal. Now this person here said there is no need for US to raise alarm, instead they should swing into action. This person say baseless exaggeration and misinformation. How many Christians, particularly of the headline Ndibo greed, are living happily, conducting businesses in remote hinterland of Muslim communities? This person is trying to protect the northerners. This person here said it's important to clarify that this issue does not apply to all Nigerians, but mainly to the northern region. I was born and raised in Lagos, and throughout my life there, I have never witnessed any conflict between Christians and Muslims. I can confidently speak about, yes, it's mostly the north, and this person here say, not one of the most dangerous, but the most deadliest country to live in. And this other person here said, let them come and let's see how Christians will be safe as they claim. Shebi, we all want to be hypocritical and hide the truth. Ask the question, who is to benefit more on dividing Nigeria? Will America act without putting their interests first? Will US separate Muslim and kill? Okay, this is a Muslim speaking. Another person has said the only country in the world that kills her citizens to keep the country united. Can you imagine that? You shoot your citizens to death just to keep the country united. This is terrible. Very true. Why would Sharia law be part of Nigeria's constitution? There is obviously an agenda, honestly. Why should Sharia law be part of the constitution? There is an agenda. Exactly. The reason why Nigeria was being overlooked by the international community was because of the evil secret pact between the northern Nigeria and British Crown in conjunction with the USA. Until when the US had Donald Trump, who is ready for positivity to all oppressed. I think that makes sense. The US has over 600 mass shooting. This year alone, with rising hate crime and domestic terrorism. Maybe fix your own house before you point fingers at Nigeria. We are tired of the hypocrisy, and let's be clear. It's not the world that Nigeria is facing religious. It's not the whole of Nigeria that is facing religious violence. This person is bullish. Reviving Christianity in America by hook or crook. Trump America now wants to revive the failing Christianity in America by showing they are defending the Christians and Christianity all over the world. Nonsense. And this is an Hausa Fulani person. This person, the Church of Christ is marching onward in Nigeria, and the gates of hell. Red Fulani headsmen terrorists, ISWAP, Boko Haram, Ansaru, and whatever. other names, the answer shall not prevail. Amen. They won't prevail in Jesus' name. So guys, that is the US sounded another warning again, saying that Nigeria is now one of the most dangerous places for one to live in as a Christian. Very difficult for Christians to live. The most annoying and worrisome issue is the politicians who are supposed to give the citizens the peace whenever they see the crisis there. Turn it to AI, the killing, and it's AI why people are dying. Please, US, help us. This other person say exactly. They want to hide the truth. Becoming a Christian now is so risky for our lives. Please, you guys should do something about it. Otherwise, they will overrun us, honestly. This person here say, this one na lie. Make the person come redeem camp or winners. Make them see crowd. This one na heavy lie, abeg. No be every nonsense we go believe, okay? Don't believe because you are living in Abuja or in Lagos. You go to, even Abuja now is no longer safe the way it used to be. I watched a man of God today that said, the Christianity really need to stand up. The Christians need to learn their voice. If Islam is fighting to take over, what do? You fight back. The only way you can fight back is to, raise the banner of Christ, preach the gospel, make sure people hear about Jesus and all that. I think that is what people should be thinking about. And not just, we can't fight a physical fight, which is against our faith, but the Muslims believe in physical fight. So the only thing is to use our gospel to reach out to those who have not heard the gospel of Christ. They should give their lives to Christ and become better citizens. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.